growth and innovation. A country that's rapidly evolving, it offers a fertile ground for individuals seeking to carve out their paths in the realm of higher education. Here, amidst the winds of change, one finds not just education, but an opportunity to be part of a narrative of progress. Moreover, Saudi Arabia is heavily investing in future sustainable careers, recognizing the importance of nurturing talent in fields crucial for sustainable development. From renewable energy to healthcare innovation, the nation's commitment to fostering expertise in these areas promises a plethora of prospects for those willing to seize them. Furthermore, by choosing to pursue higher education in Saudi Arabia, individuals have the unique opportunity to contrast their educational experiences with counterparts in the Western world. This duality fosters a rich tapestry of perspectives, allowing students to gain insights and skills and ideas that are not just different, but uniquely valuable in a global context. In essence, Saudi Arabia beckons with the promise of growth, sustainability, and the chance to contribute to a narrative of progress. So I urge you to embrace this opportunity to delve into the depths of knowledge and discover what awaits within the halls of Saudi Arabia's esteemed educational institutions. Before we go ahead, I would like to welcome our panelists. Firstly, for today, Shama Salim, Zainab Shoaib, Amal Amin, Husna Irfan, Zainab Abdullah, and Zaina Mubin. And also our guests that are joining us today, CG International Chairman, Mr. Abdul Majid, our visionary leaders, various chapter chairmen, CWC leaders, and other CG officials. Thank you. And also thank you guys, the audience, for joining us today and taking the time out of your day to be here with us. After we get the opportunity to learn from our 6 esteemed panelists, we have a session of Q&A hosted also by a core committee member, Akmala, and she will be prioritizing questions received in the chat box that you may have during the panelists' presentation. So after your questions will be posted on the chat box during the presentations, you are also given the opportunity during the Q&A session later to raise your hand on Zoom and unmuting yourself and asking your doubts. Indeed, Akmala will try to gather answers for all of your questions, but remember, in order for the session to work, a civil code of conduct is appreciated. After which, Reem, also a part of our committee, will deliver the vote of thanks. Together, let's kickstart our journey of learning, innovation, and transformation. Welcome to the future of higher education in Saudi Arabia. First off, we have our first panelist for today's event, Shama Salim, with a Bachelor of Science in Marketing from Dar Al-Hekma University. Shama Salim is no stranger to the world of academia and professional success. Currently serving as an account manager at Brun, Shama's expertise in marketing promises to offer invaluable insights into navigating the educational and professional landscape in Saudi Arabia. So without further ado, I invite Shama Salim onto the center stage.
Hello. Hello. Okay, thank you. Assalamu alaikum. I'm here to let me just share my screen.
Sorry about this, guys. I think Shama is experiencing a little bit of internet connections. So I hope you guys can give us a few seconds to just work it out. We'll be with you guys just in a second.
I share my screen. I think there's a small issue.
All right, guys. So for now, till Shama can fix her internet issues, we're just going to rearrange the order of the panelists. So we'll move on to the next panelist, but indeed we will be having the opportunity to listen to Shama. So if we could, please, Bahija, can we go to the slides, please? All right. So kickstarting our panelist presentation will be Zainab Shoaib Razi. Thank you for joining us, first of all. Embarking on her journey in medicine at Al-Faisal University, Zainab stands at the threshold of a promising career in healthcare. Currently in her first year, her enthusiasm and dedication to the medical profession serves as an inspiration to aspiring healthcare professionals across the nations. So without further ado, I invite you to the center stage.
Thank you so much, Wasim. Hello, everyone. My name is Zainab Ghazi, and today I'm going to be talking about Al-Faisal University. Give me a second to share my screen.
Yep, perfect. We can see you.
All right. So to talk about Al-Faisal University, first I'd like to mention that this is fully accredited by the Saudi Ministry of Education. We're going to then talk about undergraduate programs and the colleges that the university offers. So we've got 6 colleges in total. We've got Law and International Relations. We've got College of Medicine, College of Science and General Studies, College of Engineering, Business, and Pharmacy. Now we're going to go over each of these. Under College of Business, you have a 4-year course. You have 2 years of general business studies and then 2 years specific. And within these specific years, you can choose any of the concentrations. So the university offers is finance, accounting, human. Mention about the College of Business is that it has recently fulfilled the AACSB eligibility requirement, and only 6% of business schools worldwide hold the AACSB accreditation. Moving on, we have College of Engineering. College of Engineering, you have a 4-year course and a summer internship, which is mandatory as well. For this, you have 5 subcategories of engineering: mechanical, and software engineering. The College of Engineering has an ABET accreditation. Moving on, we've got the College of Medicine. Now, College of Medicine is a little bit special in Al-Faisal because it has rank 1 in the country. This has 3 years of preclinicals, 2 years of clinicals, and a year of internship. UPP, or prep year as you call it, is not a part of medicine in Al-Faisal. This is a fully accredited college by NCAA. Another thing that I'd like to mention about the College of Medicine is that it has the highest rate of acceptance in residency programs in the US via the National Resident Matching Program, which is an 80%, and it's the highest outside of North America. Another thing that I'd like to mention is the international office. The international office is basically a body of students as well as doctors that help you get into research programs, into clinical rotations, as well as residencies in the US, UK, and Germany, and other countries as well, but mainly these three. So that is a big part of FOFESO, and it does provide you a lot of support when it comes to specialization. Another thing about this university, about this college, is that it is MCI recognized, or it is in the NMC list, which basically means that if you finish your medicine in FSO, you can practice as a doctor in India. Next up, we have College of Pharmacy. The bachelor's that we have is PharmD, which is Doctor of Pharmacy. Something about this college, which is not actually common with the other colleges, is that it has a year of UPP, which is a part of the course. So you have a mandatory UPP year, then you have 4 years, and then you have 1 year of APPE, which is just rotations. This is also Ministry of Education accredited. Then we have College of Science and General Studies. You get the Bachelor of Science in Life Sciences. This is also ABET recognized and accredited. Following this, we have College of Law and International Students. This just offers Bachelors of Law, LLB. Usually, though, there's just Saudi students in this. So I'd say like a 95% of this college is just Saudi students, and they generally just do this college and then they practice in Saudi. Moving on, we're going to talk about the admission criteria into each of these colleges. We have in FSO 2 kinds of admissions. You've got the direct admission and the indirect admission. The direct admission, the requirements are the same for all colleges except for medicine. So for high school students, you need to have your high school, certificate, and this must be MOE stamped. So you guys can find the details in the link that is provided on the admission criteria title. You can just click that, and everything that is underlined, by the way, is a link in this document. High school certificate, you need MOE stamped. You do not need a C grade or anything under that is not accepted, especially for College of Medicine. And in College of Medicine, you need a decent grade in medical subjects like chemistry and biology. Other than that, they don't really look at your high school certificate much as long as it is MOE stamped. The other two exams that you need is Tahsili and Qudrat. So for all other colleges, you need a 75 above in both of those. But for College of Medicine, you need 85 above in both of those. If you haven't given Tahsili and Qudrat, you could give SAT, which is SAT 1, the English and Math one, instead of Qudrat, and ACT instead of Tahsili, and these are the grade requirements for that. The reason I've put the English tests in blue is because you just need one of those. And IELTS, you need a band 6 for other colleges, band 6.5 and above for medicine. TOEFL, 61 for other colleges and 79 and above for College of Medicine. However, if you haven't given either of these exams, you could just give an OOPT, which is just an exam that you give in the university. And it's very, very easy. Nothing. Wasim, could you possibly disable the pen, please?
I think you can do that from your side. So once you share your screen, so you can go to more and then turn off annotations. I really can't control it, sorry.
All right, okay, thank you so much. Wait, give me a second, please. All right, let's continue. Let me just... Okay.
Sorry, Zainab, before we go ahead, we are getting a few requests. So maybe if you could, Zoom is kind of lagging in between. So just speak a little slowly, please. Sorry, just that it's because of the Zoom and the internet.
All right, that's fine.
Thank you.
So direct admission criteria, we went over it. I will go over it one last time. So we have high school. For high school, you just need no C grades in your high school certificate. Other than that, you just need an MOE stamp. Tahsili and Qudrat, for all other colleges, you require a 75 and above. For College of Medicine, you require an 85 and above. SAT, you could give instead of Qudrat, and ACT, you could give instead of Tahsili. For all other colleges, you need a grade of 1,000 over 600 for SAT, and for College of Medicine, you need 1,200 over 600 or above. For ACT, you need a 26 by 36 for all of the colleges, and for College of Medicine, you need a 28 by 36 or above. Now, moving on to the UPP admission criteria, every curriculum except for the British one follows this one, which is the Saudi curriculum requirement. For CBSE students or other Indian students, you do not need the 85 or the 90 in your high school. You just need to have a passing grade, and you need the MOE stamp. Other than that, this is the admission criteria for the British curriculum, which is just, you know, a reflection of all of that and just an equivalent of that. So you can go over that. Now coming to the tuition and installments. For the prep year or the UPP, the tuition fee is 60,000. For all undergraduate programs, for all colleges, the undergraduate fee is 94,000. Upon acceptance, you have to pay a 20,000, which is a non-refundable fee, and this is applied to your tuition. The rest of it, you can pay in installments, like it's mentioned here. The first installment would be 4th week, second at 8th, and 12th week is the third installment. However, they're not very strict with this, so you can pay how much ever you need to, like based on whatever, you know, you're comfortable with, as long as you have paid the fee at the end of the semester. Moving on, we've got scholarships. For scholarships, first we've got a need-based scholarship. A need-based scholarship covers 20% of your tuition. And these are the requirements for it. Essentially, you just need to provide the receipts, the bank receipts, your rent, and all of your like recent sort of electricity bill and these sort of things. You can get the specifics if you go to the college, and they'll give you the specific requirements, everything that is required. So basically, you just need to like provide a bank statement for this to be covered. However, it is not guaranteed that you'll get it, even if you do apply for it. Next up, we have the merit-based scholarship. This also covers 20% of your tuition. This is essentially the Dean's List scholarship, but at the start of your course. So let's say you're applying from high school. These are the requirements that you need to focus on. This, not so much. You, as a CBSE student, you just need like A's in either on both bio and chemistry. Other than that, other subjects don't really matter as much. But Qudrat and Tahsili as well as SAT scores do matter. So you need a 95 in Qudrat and Tahsili and a 1400 in SAT 1. For all other colleges, the grades are mentioned here. That was specifically for medicine. Now we have the Dean's List scholarship. The Dean's List also covers 20% of your tuition. The criteria is a 3.75 by 4. You need to have covered 30 credit hours in the university. And if you've completed the 30 hours and if you have a 3.75 GPA by 4, you're guaranteed the scholarship. Moving on, you've got the sibling discount. The sibling discount covers 15% of your tuition. So let's say you're in the university and then you have a sibling that's joining, they'll get 15% off. And then if you have consecutive siblings that are joining, they'll have 25% each off the tuition. Other scholarships, you get a need-based and a Dean's List scholarship together. So basically, if you apply for a need-based and you qualify for it, you can get it simultaneously along with the Dean's List. And so the total you can have is a 40% off. Now, special scholarships are 50% off for the College of Science students only. And the criteria for this is actually not as difficult. You need a 90% in high school and a 90 plus in Qudrat and Tahsili. Now we're going to talk about the graduate programs that the university offers. You have three like divisions of the graduate programs. You've got higher diplomas, you've got PhDs, and you've got masters. If you guys have any questions about this, you can just click on the link on each of these and you can read about them. If you have further questions, do let me know in the comments, not the comments, the discussion box. Some things to keep in mind. This is a 2-semester system. So you have the spring semester and the fall semester. The applications usually open during the summer break, so June and July. And the deadline for application for all colleges is 26th of July. However, this does change sometimes. So for example, last year, it closed on 30th of July instead of 26th, but that is something to keep in mind. If you are applying for a merit-based scholarship, please do apply early because they only have limited seats. For medicine, they also have a pre-med program, which is also available in the summer, and this sort of warms you up for the rest of your course. And so if you're planning on going to medicine in Al-Faisal, I would really recommend that you go to pre-med. Other helpful things is a student employment system. So Al-Faisal offers employment to students who've completed a year of college, and they basically pay you 30 riyals per hour, and you can do up to 15 hours of work in the week. Other than that, you have mentor for each student in the College of Medicine. So each student is given a specific mentor one-to-one, and they help you with everything that you need, be it academics or otherwise. And then you have a student association system and also a lot of clubs that help you out. So these clubs and student associations, they help you with career guidance, with research, with entertainment, workshops, networking. They also help you with residencies. For example, the surgery interest group, it sort of gives you experience in the OR, and it lets you work with surgeons. Other things is a transfer student system. You can click on this link and you can read everything about it. Do you guys have any questions? Please do write it in the chat box. Thank you so much. Back to you, Wasim.
Thank you, Zainab, so much. That was very, very informative. You covered a lot of the basic questions that people have going into medicine. But a few tips for the audience that we have is, in terms of questions, please keep your questions that are very specific and that are hard to find online in the chat box. But if there are very easy questions to find online, which take a little bit of research, please abstain from asking it on the chat box, because the chat box is very busy. So please make sure your questions are to the point and is also hard to find online. Now, also another note for the panelists, when you share your screen, please make sure that you're disabling annotations. Perfect. Thank you so much, Zainab. So next up, we have our next panelist for today. We have Amal Amin Zinat, pursuing his Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering at King Fahd University of Petroleum and Minerals. Amal represents the epitome of academic excellence and innovation. As a second-year postgraduate student, his research and experiences offer invaluable insights into the dynamic realm of engineering education, especially in Saudi Arabia. So I invite him to join us on center stage, and good luck.
Thank you so much, Wasim. Am I visible and audible? You guys can hear me?
Yeah, you're perfectly audible. So please, if you could just share your screen and make sure to disable annotations. Thanks.
Sure.
So sorry, Amal, I just want to interrupt you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
but,
sure.
Everyone who's asking for the PPTs, the slides, the PowerPoints, that will be shared at the end of the event, and we will make it available for everyone. So we'll share the link in the chat, but also after it, we'll make sure that everyone gets the PPT and slides that are used throughout the presentation. All right. Thank you, Amal.
Okay. So good evening, everyone. My name is Amal Amin Zinat. I'm a second-year master's student in King Fahd University of Petroleum and Minerals. I actually did my schooling back in Saudi Arabia from International Indian School Al Jubail. And yes, I'll be guiding everyone through the process and in securing their graduate studies fully funded scholarship in King Fahd University. So this is an outline on what I will be discussing today. It includes an overview about the university, the academics, the admission details, as well as the international student facilities. So King Fahd University of Petroleum and Minerals is one of the oldest universities established in the kingdom back in 1963. It's basically located in Tehran, Saudi Arabia, and we are a diverse and vibrant and multicultural community consisting of around 61 nationalities in both faculties as well as students that are currently in the university. So in terms of QS ranking, our petroleum engineering department is one of the most famous around the world, securing a rank of about rank 4. Considered, followed by the mineral and mining engineering, the chemical engineering, civil engineering, and so other engineering backgrounds. These are the colleges that are present within the university. The first being the College of Engineering and Physics, College of Petroleum Engineering and Geoscience, College of Chemicals and Materials, College of Computing and Mathematics, College of Design, KFUPM Business. And yes, the College of Engineering and Physics, it basically consists of aerospace engineering, control and instrumentation, electrical, mechanical, and physics. So these are the wide variety of courses, as well as the being offered in the university consists of PhD, that is your doctorate, MSc, Master in Science, and an MX program, which is purely based on the industrial aspect. If someone is working in the industry, they would like to take any specializations they require, they can definitely join for a 1-year MX program, and through that they can get their specializations done. So no project, no thesis, it's just 1 year of pure studies in MX. So next is the College of Petroleum Engineering that consists of Petroleum Engineering Department and the Geoscience Department. The College of Chemicals and Materials, Chemical Engineering, Department of Chemistry, Bioengineering, as well as Material Science and Engineering. Computing and Mathematics, Computer Engineering, Information and Computer Science, Industrial and Systems Engineering, and Mathematics. The College of Design and Environment consists of Architecture, City and Regional Planning, Civil and Environmental Engineering, as well as Construction and Engineering Management. The KFUPM Business School, only the Masters is being offered right now in the KFUPM Business School. Soon the bachelor's will be open as well. So this is relatively a new department that's being offered, that's being opened in the university. So industrial and academic partnership, being a research-based institute, we have great funding as well as collaborations with some of the major industrial giants such as Schlumberger, Yokogawa, Sinopec, etc. And the researchers are being in collaboration with many other world universities, including MIT, National University, Singapore, Caltech, Cambridge, as well as Stanford. Moreover, the Tehran Techno Valley present in Tehran gives the students a wide variety of opportunity to extend their research, including famous industries, including Aramco, Air Products, then Sabic, all this. If you have any research in mind, you can definitely get a collaboration with them and get the things done regarding your research basics. So academic details, in order to get a master's admission in KFUPM, you will have to complete a 4-year bachelor's degree, having a CGPA of 3.5 and above. When you compare it to the Indian standards or the foreign standard, is basically out of 10, it's 8.5 and above you need to secure to get a smooth admission into the university. And the other important documents include submitting your passport, your complete official transcript, that is your bachelor transcript, 2 recommendation letters from the academic referees, an SOP, that is a statement of purpose highlighting your previous bachelor's degree, as well as what you have done in your bachelor's and what are your future in KFUPM, the research goals as such. And GMAT is required for any MBA applicants. The non-mandatory documents include TOEFL or IELTS, that is your English proficiency test. You don't need to submit it basically while you're applying, but you need to submit it once you come to the campus, once you get the admission. So that is considered provisional right now, but you still need to submit it by the end of the first semester. And the degree certificate, previously the GRE used to be mandatory for the admission, but now they have waived it off as well. So starting with the online applications, I have provided 2 links that you guys can check it out for all the details, including the for the graduate as well as for the bachelor admissions. And to sum up the things, I have provided a table so that you can get to know that anyone planning to apply for master in the coming months, you can start your application by May 22nd. Who are about to finish their bachelor's or who are waiting to get admitted for masters anywhere, you guys can start your applications on May 22nd for the upcoming semesters. So this is again a brief way in which you can fill in your applications. Again, I'm not going to read it through because I'll be providing it anyway so that you guys can refer it while you're filling your application. So we have to choose what is international scholarship, go through and add in all the details you need, including your department, which majors you're going to choose, fill in all the details as well as submit it at the end. And that's it. It's very simple process and it's as easy as it is. And once you get the admission, what you need first to do is that you need to get your certificates HRD attested from your specific state and send it for apostille attestation. The agency that is handling the HRD attestation will be responsible for taking your degree certificates for the apostille attestation in Delhi as well. So you can get both the things done from the same agency and get your SACA attestation, that is Saudi Arabia Cultural Attaché attestation. It's optional, but if you need it, you may attest it. Otherwise, it's just optional. And apply for your medical test. There is GCC approved medical centers all over the country, and you can get your medical test done within a day and get your result with it, and apply for your visa documentation in Tashir visa platform. That's basically VFS Global. So when you choose the country you need to go, if you select Saudi Arabia, you will automatically be redirected to Tashir visa platform, and you need to gather your documents and take up the appointment and go to the office for getting your visa stamped. And the international scholarship benefits, as I mentioned, it's completely free, no tuition fee at all. Plus, you will be receiving a monthly stipend of 2,500 Saudi Arabian Riyal, plus 1,800 Riyal and as an allowance upon arrival. That is just when you first come to the university, you will be getting your monthly stipend plus 1,800 Riyal. And you will be provided free furnished and air-conditioned apartments, completely free, and each room will be shared by 2 students basically, and that's how it is. And they provide yearly air tickets as well. And some of the other facilities include medical as well as dental care and subsidized meals inside the university restaurant itself. Now, moving on to the local scholarship, if you are a current resident of Saudi Arabia and who holds a valid Iqama, you may apply for local scholarship as well within the university itself. And you don't need to get their visa stamped or anything. If you have been selected by the university, just come straight to the university, submit your documents and get enrolled. You don't have to go through the whole procedure of getting a visa stamp, getting the medical, nothing. So it's just as simple as that. It is for the local scholarship. The local scholarship benefits include pre-study, that is the same, no tuition fee. You will be getting a monthly stipend of 2,500 Riyal as well. But for the first semester, basically, you will be getting 890 Saudi Riyals per month. But once your CGPA is greater than 3.5 out of 4 in the first semester, you will automatically be directed to 2,500 Riyal per month. That is based upon the TA jobs, that is the teaching assistant jobs you will be getting in the university. Housing will not be provided for local scholarship students, but on special request, you may get accommodation, but it will cost you 1,000 Saudi Riyal per month. So it's pretty expensive there as well. Again, no air tickets. You'll have to manage all these things on your own, but medical as well as subsidized meals, you will be getting those as well. For the self-sponsored, like if you do not wish to apply for international or the local scholarship, you may be in the self-sponsored category where you will be paying 7,500 Riyal per semester, and each credit hours you take will be credited with 500 Saudi Riyals. So a master student taking their graduating from here will have to pay a total amount of 45,000 Saudi Riyals for their entire course duration. And a PhD student who wish to complete their the doctorate by 8 semesters, you'll have to pay 75,000 Saudi Riyals all throughout your semester. And the other benefits includes like opportunity to become research assistant for MSc as well as the PhD programs. And if you wish to attend conference anywhere around the world, the university will be funding it. Either you decide to go to Europe or USA, the conferences. For attending the conference, the university will be funding the conferences and the funding for the research projects as well. And we have a very good main library that gives all the resources for the students to feel comfortable, and we have a secure environment, and free textbooks will be provided by the university itself. So it's basically everything. The university handles everything, and you do not need to worry about all these things. And for career phase and job opportunities, yes, you can get a direct admission for PhD once you finish your master's here. You do not need to submit any IELTS or anything. You will be straight granted the admission for PhD if you wish to do so. And there is an annual career fair which happens, but mostly they prefer Saudi nationals. So again, that's a drawback what I feel this university has. And this is a typical way the student accommodations are created inside the university. And each dorm will consist of 2 students, like each room consists of 2 students. And basically, he or she will be of the same nationality from the country you belong to. And these are actually some of the entertainment venues inside the university, actually, including the Bollywood. We have the student restaurant, and We have two malls inside the university itself, that is the KFUPM student mall as well as a family mall, consisting of many a variety of restaurants so that the students can feel comfortable inside. And some of the sports and the recreational facilities present inside the university, gym, swimming pools, all these kind of things. And we have a KFUPM private beach as well. If you guys know, it's in the Half Moon Beach side. You have private access to the beach where you and your family members can go and have a relaxing day out there. Yeah, that's it from my side. And back to Wasim.
Thank you so much, Amal. That was amazing. And I'm sure everyone in here who has a dream of pursuing engineering will go through the slides that you have provided and try to figure out a way to join you or perhaps your faculty in the future.
Sure.
Thank you so much. All right. Before we move on to the panelists, I just want to tackle a few things that's essential. So if I have everyone's attention, just make sure that you don't or you refrain from asking personal questions that apply to only your case specifically in the chat. For example, visa issues or Iqama issues, these are cases or situations that apply to very little people usually. And since there's a very low chance that your question also affects or applies to other people at the same time, and in order to be as effective as possible in delivering our information, do help us and refrain from asking questions that does not really apply to a lot of people. And I see questions again and again about the slides, about the YouTube link, about the WhatsApp group chat, everything. So once right now, I'll make sure that the core committee gives you the links for the WhatsApp group, gives you the link for the YouTube live stream right now. And the WhatsApp group is where you'll be finding your slides, your PPT, and everything that you need. We will also be posting the links for the PPTs and the slides in the Zoom group chat. So I'm sure you guys will have it either way at the end of this presentation. And something, just a tip for you guys that will help you, just grab a piece of paper, and when our esteemed panelists are presenting, just grab as much information as you can on your papers. And then if you see a huge gap in information or something that you don't really understand, then go ahead and ask us the question. So in this way, it'll be easier for Akmala to do the Q&A sessions and for the panelists to answer your questions. Perfect. So let's move on to the next panelists. We have Husna Irfan Talib. She is a beacon of dedication and commitment to the field of medicine. Husna is a second-year medical student at Batterjee Medical College with aspirations to make a difference in healthcare. Her journey exemplifies the resilience and passion of aspiring healthcare professionals in Saudi Arabia. I also noticed before the meeting started that me and her were debate teammates back in ISJ. So I welcome you back and good luck. Please do make sure you disable the annotations again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Wasim, for the warm welcome. Can you all hear me? Am I audible?
Yeah, you're perfectly audible. We
Okay,
can't see your shared screen yet, so.
Yeah, just a minute. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Hope you all are having a wonderful evening. I'm Husna Irfan Talib, representing Batterjee Medical College today. First of all, I'm very glad to be here today beside talented panelists who have done such a perfect job in representing their universities, mashallah. Thank you so much, everyone. We have a large audience today. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I do understand hearing all about different universities and career options might be a little overwhelming, but inshallah, I hope it proves to be helpful to explore options that might prove out to be the best one for you, inshallah. May Allah make it easy for all of us to choose what's best and bless us with abundant success in our careers ahead, inshallah. I'll try my best to keep this very short and precise. If you all have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me later on and also during the Q&A session. So let's begin. First of all, a little introduction about me. I'm a second-year student pursuing medicine and surgery at Batterjee. I'm a recipient of the Al-Fursan Scholarship, Alhamdulillah. I completed my schooling from International Indian School in Jeddah. I've also linked my profiles here in case you want to reach out after this session. Okay, so first off, immense respect and gratitude to the founders of BMC, respected engineer Sobi Batterjee and Dr. Khalid Batterjee. He's a spine and orthopedic surgeon for the past 35 years. Starting with a little introduction about the university. It's the largest private institute of medical learning in the region. It's established in 2005. There are two locations. The first one is the main branch, which is located in North Obur, Jeddah. The second one is a new branch in Asir region in Abha. Regarding the recognitions, BMC is recognized as an excellent university by QS, which is a global university ranking platform. The most important thing we have is that BMC is listed in the World Directory of Medical Schools. So what does that mean exactly? That means that a BMC graduate is eligible to apply for licensing exams in US, UK, and any other country that you can think of. So now we have the programs offered by BMC. There are a total of 9 programs offered. I've put them in a nice table right here. The one I'm pursuing is medicine and surgery. It's a total duration of 7 years. We start off with the preparatory year, which is basically like a foundation year in which you go over your high school subjects once again. It's just a 1-year preparatory year in which you go through everything that you've already taken in high school, followed by 5 years of preclinical and clinical years. So during the 5 years in which you have your preclinical and clinical years, the first 3 would be preclinical, where you do everything with theory based within your university. And then the next 2 years, you actually have rotations as hospitals, which helps you get a practical insight into everything that you've been studying. And then the last year is internship, in which you will be rotating at every hospital in Jeddah that you can think of. So during the whole year, you take 2 months at a particular hospital, and then you move to another one. That brings up the total duration to 7 years. And then we have other programs in BMC. We have dentistry, pharmacy, physical therapy, occupational therapy, nursing, radiology, respiratory therapy, and health administration. I've listed them all here, and you're going to have the slides after the discussion. Next up, I would like to extend immense gratitude to the head of medicine. His name is Dr. Asim Al-Shanbari. He is a US Medical Board certified physician. He's also the director of My Clinic Hospital in Jeddah. The best thing is he ensures that the curriculum in BMC is well organized, of high quality, and at par with international standards. He also conducts one-on-one personal meetings with students to guide them for research, academics, and future licensing exams. He always has innovative initiatives to support students for research and licensing exams. Next up, regarding the admission. So first off, the admissions are open from the month of May, and they continue until the end of August. But this is not a strict deadline. They do accept few students before May and also after August. So there's nothing to worry about. Next important thing that you should know is that the registration is online. It's entirely online. Many students show up to the office and they're just told to go back home and do it online. So I highly encourage you to do the entire procedure online. I've linked the admission form right here. So you can directly go and do your admission procedure online. And regarding the requirements, it's very basic. You just need to have a high school certificate with science subjects. I've listed the requirements for the CBSE curriculum, which I think is the vast majority here. We all are doing CBSE curriculum. So you just need to have 80% or above in science subjects to be eligible for medicine. Regarding the scholarship, you need to have 95% or above in your grade 12 board exams. We'll be talking more about the scholarship in a bit. Next, all applicants need to pay a registration fee of 4,500 riyals plus additional VAT. And all high school applicants will join the preparatory year first. As I mentioned before, you're going to start off with your foundation year, after which you enter your preclinical and clinical years. Okay, and after you finish your preparatory year, based on your choice, your merit, and availability of seats, you will be enrolled in your respective program. Next, we have the fee structure, which I think is the most important thing that we're all looking forward to. I've listed everything right here. We have 30,000 riyals for the preparatory year, plus additional VAT. And for medicine, you have to pay a total of 45,000 riyals per semester. Just a side note, each year has 2 semesters, of course, and the fee mentioned here does not include VAT. VAT is an additional 15%. Next, regarding the scholarships offered. The most prestigious scholarship award offered by BMC is the Al-Fursan program. They offer a full scholarship of 100% or a partial scholarship of 50% or 30%. The best part is it's available for all nationalities and it's available for all programs, regardless of what you're applying for, medicine, dentistry, or any other program that you might be looking forward to. The eligibility criteria includes academic excellence. So as I mentioned before, you must have 95% or above in your high school results. You should also have evidence showing your personal skills such as leadership and teamwork. Another really important aspect that they look forward to is social responsibility. You need to present evidence showing your contribution towards the community. There's a whole document I prepared on this scholarship program. I will be sharing that inshallah right after this discussion. It includes everything that you need to do to prepare for the Al-Fursan scholarship. Regarding the procedure, you need to appear for the Al-Fursan test, followed by the interview with the dean and vice dean. Next scholarship program offered is the Tamkeen program. It offers full scholarship or partial scholarship, but only for the preparatory year. Whereas the Al-Fursan program is for the entire duration of the course. So all the 7 years, you don't pay anything if you get the Al-Fursan program. But the Tamkeen program is only for the foundation year. Again, it's available for all nationalities. And the eligibility is mentioned right here. For the 100% Tamkeen scholarship, you need to have 95% or above. For the 50% Tamkeen scholarship, you need to have 90% or above in your high school. And regarding the procedure, it's very simple. You just need to submit your high school transcript and sign a contract. That's it. Then we have the DIME program, which is not really a scholarship. It's a student loan, I would say. You pay 50% of your tuition fees during the study period, and the remaining 50% is after you graduate. I've mentioned the eligibility criteria right here and the procedure. Next up, we have the TOMO program. You pay nothing during the study period and you pay the entire tuition fees right after the graduation. Then we have the Alimna program, which is again a zero interest loan provided by the bank. They do not mention all the details for this program. If you need to know anything more, you can contact the email address mentioned right here. BMC also offers discounts for students. We have a discount for the high school graduates. So if you have 90% or above in your grade 12 result, you get a 20% off your fee in the preparatory year. For BMC students, you get a 10% off your next year tuition fee if you have 95% or above in the previous academic year. We also have sibling discount and employee discount. BMC offers, to be honest, the best career opportunities because we have an annual career fair in which you have more than 65 hospitals that show up to the college with opportunities for students, for fresh graduates, and also for students who have come from abroad. So it's a really nice opportunity to network and gain contacts. Then next up, we also have preparatory course for licensing exams. So right after you finish your 5th year of studying, you have something known as a crash preparatory course. So that helps you prepare for your licensing exams within 2 weeks. I think that's really helpful because it's not really possible to revise everything that you've studied over the 5 years within a span of 2 weeks, but BMC helps you do that. So it's really beneficial and it's free of cost. We also have weekly AMBOSS sessions. So basically these AMBOSS sessions are a mock of the USMLE exam. USMLE is the US medical licensing exam. So every week in BMC, we have a weekly AMBOSS session in which we try to get an experience of how it feels to appear for the USMLE exam. We also have weekly clinical sessions, which helps you prepare for the PLAB exam. Now, what's the PLAB exam? It's the UK licensing exam, which is entirely practical and clinical based. So these weekly sessions help you prepare for that. And then we also have summer training at hospitals to gain more hands-on experience. Now, just a brief overview about how life works at BMC. We have academic uniform. So basically you show up every day in these scrubs, which makes life really easy because you don't have to think every morning what you're going to wear for a particular day. You just have uniform for every program. So for the medicine program, it's going to be navy blue. And then we have extracurricular clubs, which I believe are the life of BMC. Every Tuesday, we have these clubs organizing fun activities. My personal favorites are the multicultural club. So we have these cultural events in which you get to connect and network with other cultures and basically gain more cultural tolerance, which I think is very important as future physicians, inshallah. We need to be more accepting and welcoming towards every culture. And also we have the Research Interest Club, which helps you gain opportunities to co-author with other doctors, both in BMC and internationally. Also, we have specialty interest groups. Basically, depending on your interest, if you're interested in dermatology or OBGYN or general surgery, you get added to a particular group, which helps you remain notified about the different workshops, training opportunities, research, and conferences. We also have an international conference every year, which helps you network and connect with doctors from all over the world. These are just a few clips from the campus. And then the best part, my personal favorite, is the external volunteering opportunities. So we have opportunities to volunteer with the Ministry of Health, with the Amana Jeddah, which is the Jeddah Municipality Organization. Then we have the Red Crescent Authority you can volunteer with. The Red Crescent also provides an opportunity to volunteer and help at Makkah with the Umrah pilgrims and also Hajj pilgrims, which I think is an amazing thing to do. It's a rewarding experience. And also you get to volunteer at Saudi German Hospital. And then a few services offered at BMC. We have hostel accommodation, we have free dental procedures, we have academic and career advising, annual career fair, as I mentioned before, free counseling, extracurricular activities every Tuesday. We also have outdoor volunteering activities. And another amazing thing is that we have workshops conducted by seniors who have successfully cleared licensing exams, both the US licensing exam and the UK exam. So that gives you a really nice insight on how you could be preparing as a BMC student. We also have private study rooms, we have student discounts, transportation, and a lot of research opportunities. That's all. Thank you so much, everyone, for hearing me out. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out on my email or on my phone, directly contact me on WhatsApp. Thank you so much, everyone.
Perfect. Thank you, Husna. That was very educational and helpful. Now, next up, we have Zainab Abdullah, our next panelist for today. Blending the realms of language and technology, something that also interests me personally. Zainab is a student of Arabic language at Princess Nourah bint Abdul Rahman University, concurrently pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Data Science at IITM. Her multidisciplinary approach exemplifies the diversity and innovation inherent in Saudi Arabia's academic landscape. So let's go ahead and see what Zainab has to tell us, and good luck. Just before we go ahead, I just want to reiterate about the chat, because it gets a little chaotic. Please keep the questions relevant, very specific, very relevant. And if it's applying to the panelist presentation, please do ask it. But if it's something completely we will not be covering it during the presentation, then please refrain from asking these questions. Also, we have been noticing that there are advertisements going on in the chat. So if we see any kind of self-promoting or something of that sort, just a heads up, that will result from a ban from the meeting. So good luck, Zainab. And if you could just go ahead and share your screen, see if it works.
Yeah, thank you, Wasim. I hope
Perfect.
the screen is clear.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Zainab Abdullah. I'm a graduate from Princess Nourah bint Abdurrahman University, and I'm also a high school graduate from Al-Yasmin International School, Riyadh. So today we'll be talking about studying at Princess Nourah bint Abdurrahman University. So let's just take an overview on what we'll be talking about today. So first, I'll talk about the campus facilities and faculties, admissions, external scholarships, internal scholarships, and career opportunities. So first of all, our campus is located near the Riyadh airport, and we have exclusive campus facilities, which are internal metro system, which with numerous stations for each college. And we have a gym with a variety of sports facilities, including an Olympic-sized swimming pool, martial arts, and more sports. We have a central library with more than 2 million books, including Arabic and English languages. And we have multiple state-of-the-art recreational centers. And if you're interested, you can take a virtual tour here. So now talking about the courses available for non-Saudi and non-GCC students, I know a majority of the students here are Indian. There's only the Faculty of College of Arts available for non-Saudi and non-GCC students. And the degrees available are BA in degree program in Islamic Studies and Arabic language. Moving on, I'd like to talk about the admissions. So we have admission without scholarship, external scholarships, and internal scholarships. So admission without scholarship basically means you can take an admission in PNU, but you'll only be able to get a diploma of Arabic language in it, and you'll have to pay the whole time you're there. So, and external scholarships, you'll have to be a non-resident of Saudi Arabia, and also you'll have to have no valid iqama. And internal scholarships, you'll have to have a valid iqama, and you can be a resident in Saudi Arabia. Okay, now let's talk about the external scholarships conditions. First, you'll have to be aged at least minimum 17 to 25 years. You'll have to have a high school certificate or equalized. You shouldn't be granted any other scholarship from an institution in Saudi Arabia. Shouldn't have a previous record at PNU, and you shouldn't have graduated before 5 years of high school. There'll be a medical examination certificate that you'll have to provide them. You'll have not be dismissed from the Saudi educational institution, any other institution. You'll have to fulfill the conditions specified by the University Council at the announced time of application. And these conditions can actually change with time. So you'll have to be updated in the website of PNU, which I'll link at the end of the PPT. So you should also have a certificate that says your country agrees for you to study in Saudi Arabia, and there should your secondary certificate must be certified by the Saudi Culture Attaché in the country of issuance of the certificate. That means that your certificate, your high school certificate, must be certified by the SACA in India if you're from India. So, and last, you should have a police clearance certificate from the security services from your country. So the required documents are, you should have a high school certificate or that equates with the marks record certified from the Cultural Mission of Saudi Arabia from your country. I think Amal explained that better, so you could reference his PPT for a better understanding of that. You should have a valid passport for the applicant. You should have an approval paper from your country to study in KSA. You should have a valid police clearance certificate and also a medical report. And you also have to bring all these documents to show proof. Next, we have the benefits enjoyed by the external scholarships students. First, your healthcare will be provided by the university throughout your studies. You'll be rewarded allowances, 2 months and also 3 months for the book shipping allowance. You'll also have discounted meals, hostel services, and you'll also have air tickets And the student with an excellent grade, once you start studying there, you'll get a reward of 1,000 riyal for your advanced level. And all these allowances are subject to change and are not guaranteed. And last, your issuance of visa and residence permit for the student will be undertaken by the university. So you can apply through the Study in Saudi link that's provided here, and all your required documents should be submitted in the link. Upon completion of the application, you'll get an application number, and you'll be responsible to follow up through all the registration application and all the submission, modification, and review of its status. After you get your initial approval, you'll have to get a final approval from the university, and then you'll get the final approval from the scholarship department of the university. So talking about fees, this is free education for everyone outside of Saudi Arabia. If you're applying outside of Saudi Arabia, you'll have a free education, no cost will be upon you. Next, let's talk about internal scholarships. Most of the conditions are same, except you must pass the Qudrat and Tahsili. For our case, for non-Saudi and non-GCC students, you just have to pass the Qudrat test provided by the National Center for Measurement, that is the QIAS, to register for a bachelor's program. Also, the other conditions from the previous scholarship, the external scholarship, that is, you shouldn't be granted any scholarship from other universities, shouldn't have a previous record at PNU, and all the rest are the same. And you should also have a valid iqama. Next, the required documents for internal scholarship students are a stamped copy of high school certificate. In case you get the certificate from outside Saudi Arabia, you should have an equal certificate from the Education Ministry, which can be attested from the Ministry of Education from your country or from Saudi Arabia. That is, for example, if my certificates were given to the Ministry of Education and they'll attest it for you and equalize your marks to the Saudi board. Yes. And the next one is you'll have to have a copy of your valid iqama and a copy of the Qudrat exam, and you'll have to provide all these documents after your acceptance to the scholarship department. So the application procedure for the internal scholarship is you apply online through the link that will be provided in the PNU website, and the dates will be announced in the electronic page, and this is the link to that page, and you can keep yourself updated with the dates. And you'll have to send all your certificates through the link, the certificates that I just talked about. And the same goes for internal scholarships as well. You'll have to get the initial approval from the registration site, and then the final approval will be done by the scholarship department. So the fee structure for internal scholarships is you get the Arabic language diploma free of cost. And if you are not without a scholarship, you will have to pay 4,500 per semester, and that is 2 years. So you'll have to pay 4,500 2 times per year. And if you have an internal scholarship, you'll have the Arabic language diploma for free, and you'll have to pay 10,200 per semester with scholarship to the College of Arts. So if you choose BA of Islamic Studies or BA in Arabic language, you'll have to pay 7,200 per semester. That is 14,400 per year. So last, I'd like to talk about the career opportunities. We have annual career fairs every year in PNU. I think probably in September and October usually. And there a lot of companies usually present there and are looking for employees at the career fair. And we also have career support with the Students' Career Support Center and Career Guidance Session Service, where they guide you on how to take interviews, how to write your resume and all that stuff. And you also can get a job, or can get employed with these degrees. Like a lot of times I get a question where if what job can I get in the BA in Islamic Studies and Arabic language? So the Ministry of Hajj and Umrah, the Ministry of Sharia, all of them, they prefer students with BA in Islamic Studies, and they also, and for the BA of Arabic language, you have careers such as journalism, editing, and a lot of other like translation and all other jobs that you can get. So, and that's all from me. Thank you. And if you guys, anyone has any questions, please drop them in the chat and I'll be happy to answer them. And I have provided some useful links to the scholarships and degree, and also the Qiyas registration links, which will be provided to you guys later on. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zainab. That was very helpful. So moving on, our next panelist is Zaina Mubin. Harnessing the power of creativity and marketing expression, Zaina Mubin is a student at Arab Open University, specializing in marketing and system thinking. Alongside her academic pursuits, she serves as a social media executive and creative writer at Sliders, showcasing the intersection of education and industry in Saudi Arabia. So I welcome you to the center stage and good luck. Just to reiterate again, the chat is going crazy. So please, guys, keep the questions to the point. And about the PPT slides, again, once the presentation is done, we'll grab the slides, the PPTs from all our panelists and post it on our WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group's link should be posted right now by our admin team. Sorry about that, Zaina, again. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. So this is Zaina Mubin here. I'm a student from International Indian School, Jeddah, and I decided to continue studying in Arab Open University, which is one of the UK affiliated university in Jeddah. So this is the first slide. Of course, I'm trying to introduce myself here. My major was business administration and system thinking. System thinking is a very interesting major where you get to know about how to be more thoughtful and more productive in your working environment. So first, introduction to AOU. This is the Open University logo, if you can see it here on my PPT. So AOU is a partner institution of OU. Basically, OU is an open university in UK, London, where you can actually study from distance education, or even if you're present currently in whichever city they are available, you can even study there, or you take your distance education, whatever is flexible and convenient for you. So Arab Open is here since 2003 in Saudi Arabia. As you can see and go through the slides, you would see that Arab Open University in Saudi Arabia is by the Ministry of Education, and its partnership is with the Open University in Britain. Here, if I have to focus, this is the certification, which is like a preview for you guys to look at. This is how we get our degrees. So here you can see the OU University certification. So this shows that it's very pretty much authentic, and you do get the UK certification for yourself post your degree. So okay, my slide is a little bit about the campus and facilities. So this one here, we have three main faculties. One is business studies, other is computer science, and the other is language studies. In language studies, it's the English literature. If anyone is interested in being in linguistics, and if your future is to be a professor or someone who is into different like news editing or anything, like even because English language is something which is like everywhere used. So this one, language studies, is for English literature. The other is computer studies, which is IT, if you're interested in IT. And the other is, of course, the business studies. The campus facilities we have is that we have stationery shop inside, we have library, we have e-library, where you have a tremendous amount of books available for yourself. Especially, we are more like AOU and OU University together come with the sustainability point of view. And they encourage you to have e-library preferred more than buying books or having kind of printouts and stuff like that, just to save the environment. Then we have a cafe, we have computer lab, we have event hall, we have language clubs, we have artistic and cultural activity, we have health and support activity, we have club activities, and all these things you will get to have interactive communication with your faculty people, explore yourself, and do as much as you can while you're enjoying your degree, of course. Then we have admission procedure. So applicants for undergraduate program, this is a common way of doing the admission, of course. The applicant should have his or her Saudi secondary school original certificate. This point is basically for the natives, not for anyone who is non-Saudi. This one is mentioned here, those from outside Saudi Arabia, which is like me being an Indian, or anyone who is of any other nationality should have a Ministry of Education equalized certification. In my personal experience, after passing my school, I had to get a stamp from Ministry of Education. And by that, it was approved that my previous secondary education or higher school was like all authentic. And this was their admission procedure for me being non-Saudi. For anyone who will get in touch with me for further information, I will surely be sharing which kind of stamp with a picture along with it, which you will need to have on your certifications. You need a valid iqama. Again, this fact is for the non-Saudis, and a passport with a copy of matching, 2 new photos, mention the size and everything. Admission fee for all bachelor programs are non-refundable, amount of 437. So this is a non-refundable amount. Suppose you have decided to take an admission, and this is the amount you have to pay. And if you decide to withdraw yourself, there is no refund on this. Then admission procedure here, the other important factors are all your information includes your full name, contact details. You can upload any post secondary school diploma along with application form, of course, your high school degree and everything. So this step which says TOEFL steps, IELTS certification. Suppose, for an example, if you earlier tried to go somewhere else abroad, you ended up giving these exams and you still have them very freshly with you, so you can provide it for your admission. However, if you are not done with these things and you are new to the whole admission thing, you can just straight away go to the university. They will take your English proficiency test. It should be like you should attain across like 80% or more than that, to avoid the level, the entry level courses for English. And if you're below average, like 75 or 60, then I believe you will have to take the admission course, which is the English level. All documents must be clear and uploaded in PDF format. As soon as you successfully upload the admission applicant, you should pay the admission fee. We have online ways of paying the admission fee, of course. There is a biller number 017, and it will be directly gone to the university. You don't have to go back and forth just to confirm that if it's paid or not. Then we have admission. The other one is that application requests received by the admission registration department are those whose admission fee have been paid. All these things are like 48 hours of uploading the document. After you're done with your payment, you have attached all the details. It will take 48 hours for them to get all the approval done, and you will be emailed about the placement test, which you will have to go and take. That's the English proficiency test which you need. This one is the same which they're talking about. The minimum, just for you guys to know, that per semester, there are 2 semesters in every year, of course, and per semester, maximum number of hours are minimum are 12 and maximum are 21 for regular semester. And there's, of course, summer semester once you're admitted in the university, and that it's minimum 3 hours and 12 hours. I kind of got here, my slide got upside down, so I'm coming back to this one. There are also options of switching your campus. Suppose you're living in Jeddah and suddenly you have to relocate to Riyadh, or even in Middle East like Kuwait, Bahrain, Egypt, wherever the mentioned places, you can actually switch your department and go for it and write your exams and take your lectures. There is a particular amount of fee which will be taken for these switches, and you will be good to go. However, if the international switch is needed, it needs to be a proper discussion between the authorities inside the university, and I'm sure there will be a good help. Coming back to the admission months. So we have 2 admissions, spring admission and fall admission. I have written the 3 mentioned months because we are coming, like the vacations are different in the kingdom lately. So spring admissions might start from end of August until September. The October month is the deadline month, where we have a grace of 1 week to take your admissions if you are late, with an extra fee on it. Please make sure that the deadline week has an extra payment on your admission. For fall admission, it starts by end of December or beginning of January and lasts until February. Summer admission is when you are a part of university, you're already a student, and it starts by June and July. Then we have free structure. All the fees are mentioned here. Obviously, this will take you some time to go through. So anyone who's getting in touch with me will be access to all these things. The approximate fee per semester for you all to know. Faculties, for all faculties, regardless of being business, IT, literature, it varies between 8,000 to 9,000 per semester, including what? It depends also on your credit hours, how many you're taking. If you're taking the amount I have mentioned here, 8K to 9K, is when you're taking 12 hours and above. But if you're taking like 18, 20, it will be more than this. Let's suppose 12,000 minimum and so on. Also, there's a facility of putting your fee on installments. Here I have mentioned it. There is a tuition fee installment system. In order to have it, the student should have completed 20 study hours, and his average is more than 2. So you have to have a good average, and also you have to be completed like 20 credit hours. Then we have scholarship scope. There is a thing called the Excellence Scholarship are given to outstanding students who have a GPA of 3.67 or 4, completed at least 2 semesters at Arab Open University. The scholarship includes fees for credit hours only. So if anyone is trying to take an admission, they should know that there is a different fee for your e-library, your books, and every other facility you're getting. So in scholarship, your credit hours fee will be covered. Anything needed outside of credit hours will have to be paid. The other one is student fund scholarship. Here, it's to help the students who are in need, and they need to grant few evidences of how they are doing financially low at the moment, and university is definitely going to help them. As it's mentioned that the student must have completed 16 hours. There should be enough evidences and reasons for this student fund scholarship. Then we have overview of the courses. Here I have the overview of the courses of the department which I studied in. We had marketing, systems, accounting, and another accounting in Arabic. So here, basically the whole university is operating in English language. The primary is English, secondary is Arabic, only because it's situated in the kingdom. So they're supposed to have their language preference as well. But all the classes, all the books, leaving the language books are in English. And the accounting is for those who have to dig in the financial career. But if someone is not into finance, they can go with marketing and systems. This will include entry-level mathematics, just to give you insights. And it will be all about marketing, HR, system thinking, and the new world social media marketing. The overview of courses, if you guys have to go through, I have given you the steps. You can go to the university website, you can choose your faculty, and you can go to your courses catalog, and you will get to see everything which is available in the university. I also have the handbook, so anyone who is approaching me will be getting it through me. Career fairs and job opportunities post-studies. Honestly, at AOU, we have a progressive behavior, and obviously the students have a good relationship with their professors, and they really be there for you to advise you on how you have to be more productive and where you can find yourself growing the most. So as such, there is no career fair, but obviously the professors are good enough and they interact with you enough to give you opportunities and recommend you to places. So it's a good thing to have like a student-professor relationship where they share their personal email IDs only if they are comfortable with. And you guys can have a whole discussion separate after your class, and they will suggest you where to go and look for your job or internship and which is best to do. Thank you so much. For any questions, I'm there and I will be getting in touch with you.
Thank you, Zena. It was very informative. And thank you for sharing your insights about the Open University or the Arab Open University. So as our final panelist for the day, we will be ending up the presentation or the event with our final panelist, Shama Salim, with a Bachelor of Science in Marketing from Dar Al-Hekma. Shama is no stranger to the world of academia and professional success. Currently serving as an account manager at Brunt, Shama's expertise in marketing promises to offer invaluable insights into navigating the educational and professional landscape in Saudi Arabia. Previously, we were experiencing internet issues, but I welcome Shama once again to the center stage as our final panelist. So if you could, Shama, could you unmute yourself and share your screen?
Hello.
Hey, yeah.
Just share the screen.
Yeah. I can't see your screen, unfortunately.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Shama Salim. Yassine. Thank you for the lovely introduction.
No worries, my pleasure.
I am a graduate of IIS. I graduated high school from IISJ, and then I went on to do my bachelor's from Dar Al-Hekma University. To give you a little bit brief about the university, it's the first private university in the kingdom. It's NCAA accredited. So NCAA is basically a council based in Saudi Arabia that monitors and evaluates the quality of higher education institution in the kingdom, and they offer both graduate and undergraduate programs. Okay, for the undergraduate programs, the programs are for 4 years, and each year has 2 semesters. The programs are split into 3 schools. The first one is School of Business and Law, and this school provides Bachelor of Banking and Finance, Marketing, Law, Diplomacy, and International Relations. Bachelor of Law is 50% in Arabic and 50% in English. So if you have to take Bachelor of Law, you do have to be proficient in the language of Arabic. In School of Engineering, Computer and Design, you have Bachelor of Science in Cybersecurity, Computer Science, Visual Communication, Interior Design, and Architecture. A small note here that Bachelor of Architecture is 5 years instead of 4 years. And in the School of Education, Health and Behavioral Sciences, you have Bachelor of Psychology and Bachelor of Speech, Language and Hearing Sciences. So most of the programs are in English language, and most of the instructors are female instructors, although we do have some male instructors as well. And also one more thing, the undergraduate programs currently are for female students, but in the coming future, they are opening some of the pages for male as well. As for the graduate programs, it's across 2 years, and Dar Al-Hekma offers Masters of MBA, International Relations, Architecture, SLP, and Educational Leadership. The Master's program happens during the weekend, so Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and they follow a co-ed system. Okay, so for the admission procedure, the first step is to apply online. There is a list of questions, very basic questions they ask you, in which you also have to tell them what type of scholarship that you want to apply for. And after that, you have to pay the application fees of 1,500 riyal, and you have to upload the required documents to open your file. The required documents are highlighted in the next slide. And then you have to register for the test. So basically there are 3 tests: the TOEFL test, PIT test, and a math test if you're going for architecture. If you have a valid TOEFL test, you could use that, but the university also provides a free TOEFL test for the first time. If you want to take the second time, you'll have to give an fee. For the set of questions that determines your interest. So it's basically like a consultation. You give this test, there is a result, and they tell you, okay, this might be a good degree for you, but it's not binding, it's just a consultation. And then after that, you get your acceptance letter, and you have to confirm the acceptance by paying 12,000 riyal, 5,000 of which is considered as your registration fees, which is not refundable, and the rest goes towards your tuition fee. If you are a student who's coming from outside, if you finished your high school in India, you do have to get your documents attested, but that is not something you need to initiate the admission process. So once you get accepted into the university, you can start this process because it is time consuming and expensive. So it's not something that is mandatory to start the procedure. Okay, for the documents required, you need a copy of your high school certificate along with the original confirmation. A lot of the universities ask for a fee, but that's not that is not something necessary for international school students. It's just for Saudi school students. So you don't have to worry about that. You need recent passport size photographs. You need a photocopy of your iqama. You need a photocopy of your passport, and a health record that's signed and stamped by a doctor. Can we go to the next slide? Okay, thank you. So the admission period, so basically there are two times of the period when the admission opens. The first one is fall. The dates are usually announced around May and June, and you can start the procedure right after you finish your school exams. And most of the 100% scholarships are offered in the fall sem. So if you're looking for 100% scholarship, you have to apply in the fall semester, and it's better if you apply as early as you can. And for the spring semester, usually it opens around October and ends mid-Jan. Okay, for the tuition fee, undergraduate programs, all the programs except architecture cost you 40,000 per semester, 80,000 annually. And for architecture, they charge you 45,000 riyal per semester. And for graduate programs, the fee is broken down by credit hour. So every program has to complete 42 hours. And for MBA and Master of International Relations, you're paying 4,050 per credit hour. Master of Architecture, you're paying 4,900 per credit hour, and Master of SLP, 4,800 per credit hour, and Master of Educational Leadership, 3,400 per credit hour. Okay, so for scholarship opportunities, for bachelor programs, they offer 5 different types of scholarship programs at 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, and 100%. All of these scholarships are for both natives and non-natives. They do have a set of documents and procedure that you have to follow, which you will get from the link here because it's a bit detailed. And for a master's program, there are 4 different types of scholarships at 30%, 40%, 50%, and 70%. Again, the procedure and all the details are mentioned in the link. So regarding job opportunities, while studying, they do have student employment inside the university. So if there's any opening in any department and they require a student to fill that position, they send out an email to all students and you can reply back to them. So basically, it pays you anywhere around 20 to 30 riyal per hour for these jobs. And after graduation, they do maintain a very well-organized network of alumni where they send in any job openings that is coming to them. And you just have to reply and fill back a form, and they will send your CV directly to the recruiters. So that's how I landed my job as well. It is through the emails that they send. Okay, so beyond classrooms, the university also provides facilities and opportunities for the students that really help you on a personal level. They have student clubs inside the university like sports club, Quran club, sustainability club that really help you get out there and explore yourself. They also have real life projects. So personally, while I was studying in the university, I've worked with brands like Fatehi and Sayyidati magazine that really helps you give an experience into the real world and work on real life project with great exposure. Also, you have to you need 100 hours to graduate, 100 community hours. So community hours are basically outside of your classroom, every hour that you spend to develop yourself or the community is counted towards the community hours. So anything like attending workshops, lectures, if there is an initiative from the university for the betterment of the community, you attend that, you get community hours. So it's basically something that helps make sure that the graduate as a well-rounded individual. And you also have a lot of resources and centers like research center that really helps you with the editing and publishing your researches. And also they give you access to Saudi Digital Library and the EBSCO library that gives you access to peer-reviewed journals and articles that help you in your researches and your assignments. That is basically it. Thank you everyone for listening and good.
Thank you, Shama. That was the last panelist that we have for today. But before we go ahead, we have coming up a few words from our chairman, and then we have our Q&A session. And then before we end it up, we have a vote of thanks. So I would like to invite CG chairman, Mr. Abdul Majid, to enlighten us with some words. I'm sorry, I'm not sure we can hear you, Mr. Abdul Majid.
Hi, Wazim. Am I audible?
Yeah,
Hi,
you're perfectly audible.
Okay. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. My dear children, congratulations. First to Wazim, you made it. And also my nice words of appreciation to all the team members. Zainab, Shamna, Zainab Abdullah, Zainab Mubin, Husna, Amal. And also there is a person behind. Not a lot of people are there, but I would like to name Akmala, her mother, Naushad B. Musa, also our mentor, Mohammad Firoz Sahib, for making this evening wonderful. My dear children, there were about 7 universities in 1980 in Saudi Arabia. Now it reached more than 40 universities. So the education, Minister of Education has made a lot of changes in accepting students in all universities. In recent years, there is a large number of students trying to join Saudi universities comparing earlier days. Alhamdulillah, it is a nice opportunity to come study, interact with these universities and the kind of culture and they are offering here. And also this is an occasion of nice occasion of Saudi Inception Day. We are still in the mood of celebration. We would like to express our gratitude in this occasion, and we are indebted to many people for making this event like this. I request take few minutes from my time and to speak to this audience. May I ask Mother of Akmala, our CWDC coordinator, Anisa Baiju. Anisa, you are there? I give half of my time to her to speak.
I think we need to unmute her.
Yes.
So if you could, from someone from the team.
She's not there.
I think the team is telling me that she's not ready to speak at the moment right now.
No problem.
Let me continue. Thank you.
And we now heard about different universities, various programs, admission procedures, fee structure, scholarship, campus facilities, and so on. It was really nice. And my sincere appreciation to everybody for making this day. Back to you, Mr. Kim.
Thank you. Thank you for those words. We really appreciate your presence here. And of all the people that joined us for this presentation, next up, the Q&A session. All right, we've had tons of questions that came through the chat, tons of questions that were personally messaged to us, tons of questions that we found to be answered. So I present the stage to Akmala she will be helping us go through the Q&A session. So.
All right, good evening, everyone. And before we go into the Q&A session, here's a few rules and regulations to conduct a constructive and an engaging Q&A session. So each audience members, we expect you to ask just one question at a time. And as we already said, we will be giving priority to the questions on the chat box first, and then we'll be giving you the hand raise option where our tech team will unmute you where you can ask your questions. Everything else, I think our MC has already given the instruction. Be precise with your questions. Do not repeat your questions. Direct your questions to the panelist. And I don't think we'll really have a lot of time to take questions from the audience through the unmute function, because our chat box is filled with questions at the moment. And I hope we'll be able to answer maximum of these questions. Other than that, we have posted our WhatsApp link. You can join the link. You can ask your questions directly to our panelists via the group. We'll also be sharing the links and PPT on the group. So for moving on, the first question is, I would like to know the PG courses in psychology, clinical and counseling, and criminology in KSA and the university where these courses are available. So if any of the panelists, if you have this course in your university, please help out. Any of our panelists, if you have this university, this course in your university, please.
Batterjee does not offer psychology, but I'm aware that Ifat University in Jeddah has a master's in clinical psychology.
Okay, perfect.
Faisal also has master's in clinical psychology.
Okay, I hope then that's cleared. So next question is there any options in Dammam for MBBS? Any of our panelists aware of university which has MBBS in Dammam? Okay, if not, then we'll attend this question in the WhatsApp group. Then is there the scholarship rate high? What is the approximate percentage? Is the scholarship rate high, and what is the approximate percentage? Are you asking about the deduction?
I think they mean the amount of grade that's required to get a scholarship.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
So it depends from, I think it depends from university to university. Our panelists have already discussed the scholarship options available in their university, and I think you can refer to that on their slides given on the group. Next question, language of teaching. Most of them have informed that it is going to be in English. There are certain universities that provide only Arabic courses, but for our panelists in our session today, most of them, their language of instruction is English. And next one, I'm a dependent visa holder. I'm a graduate in BSc Biotechnology. Can I study in KSA? So I think this is a question for, I mean, if they can pursue PG in KSA. Any panelist?
Yes, in KFUPM, if you are a resident of Saudi, you may apply for a local scholarship PhD program or self-sponsored PhD program. There is PhD programs available.
Okay, okay. Thank you. And next question, I need to know the details of Masters of Medicine program once I complete the Bachelor's of Medicine in Al-Faisal University. And my daughter is studying in Al-Faisal University. If you would like to continue for master's program, basically they are Iqama holders and they're planning to move to the US. So I think Zainab can address this question.
Can this answer please be sent in the WhatsApp group? I'll make sure and I'll get back to you on this. I'm not really sure about the master's program in the university.
Okay, okay. Can I know about the graduate program in dentistry? I think Husna or Zainab, one of you can answer this.
The graduate program in dentistry, right?
Yes.
What exactly the duration or how the course is? Can I please get more details on what the question is about?
Aisha, who is asked this question, can you raise your hand so we can unmute you and then you can ask your question directly to the panelist. Aisha, are you here in the group? In the meeting? Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, yes.
I completed my BDS from India. I'm currently residing in Saudi Arabia, and I would like to know if I can specialize in pediatric dentistry from KSA. Is there any university that offer MDS for Indian students? Can I pursue my MDS from Saudi Arabia?
Thank you, Aisha, for your question. I'm sorry to let you know, BMC does not offer any specialization courses for now. We just have undergraduate courses for dentistry. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you, Husna. So we'll move on to the next question. Am I allowed to study 11 and 12 in India in state board and join for medicine here in Saudi Arabia? So is a state board student allowed to study medicine in KSA? Husna or Zainab, either one of you can answer this.
In BMC, yes, you just need to submit your passport copy and you would be allowed to. They do accept state board.
Okay, fine. Is there BSc Food Science in Al Faisal University?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Is there BSc Food Science in Al Faisal University?
BSc in Food Science? No.
Yes. Okay. But if I'm not wrong, we have Food and Nutrition in King Abdulaziz University. I hope that might help. Is there MBA courses? MBA courses, any of you able to answer, or anyone from our support team, anyone wants to answer?
Yes, there is MBA course in KFUPM, but you need to
Dar
have
Al-Hekma offers
GMAT clear
MBA.
if you're applying from India.
It is Jeddah.
Okay, so we have Dar Al-Hekma offering MBA program and KFUPM also offering the same MBA program. Then we have another question. Is it better to learn engineering in Saudi Arabia rather than learning it from the government or aided engineering colleges in India? So I think that's kind of a personal choice. Is there anything that our panelists would like to comment on this? Okay, if not, we'll move forward. So this is one question I've been seeing over and over. How do we prepare for Tahsili Kudrat and SAT? There's also another question, what is Tahsili Kudrat and SAT? So if one of you could brief this completely about all the three exams, it would be great. Any of the panelists?
Yeah, sure, I can. Is my audio, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So basically, Qudrat is like a general aptitude test where there's English and math, and it's just basic questions.
Okay, basic questions. Okay, I think you will get more information regarding this on the school university website. Yeah.
I think you'll get more information in Qiyas, the website. I've linked it in my slides. And Tahsili is basically a more basic version of the American SAT. Yeah, I think that's kind of how it is.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Colleges for accounting and finance in Dammam. Anyone aware of?
Yes, KFUPM offers masters in not bachelor's, unfortunately.
Okay. And any other university in KSA in general? Anyone you can answer?
I believe the Dammam University offers that. King Faisal.
King Faisal.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. What is the fee structure for engineering? And similar questions regarding fee structure will not be answered because it's already there on the website and the link and the PowerPoint presentation given by our panelists. So you can refer that. What is the MOE stamp?
It's Ministry of Education.
And I think you can elaborate on how they can attain that. If it was answered, we can move on.
To attain it, you can just go to your school, and most schools do it for you. So you can ask for the stamp from the school, and they'll do the entire procedure for you. That's how I did it from my school.
Okay, thank you. Next question would be, is maths required for medicine in KSA, to study medicine in KSA?
For Faisal University, no, you do not require math.
Yeah, same thing goes for BMC. We don't need math for medicine.
Okay. Does Faisal University provide PG in MBA business? Which means, is there a MBA course in Faisal University? I think that was already addressed, is it?
Yes, there are some MBA courses. You can find it in the link that I've provided in the document. So you just go to the graduate courses, click the link, and you'll find everything that's available.
Perfect. What is the eligibility criteria for taking admissions in College of Business? I'm currently doing BCom in Kerala. So is BCom in Kerala basically accepted or not? I think that can be answered, and remaining can be found on the PPT. One of the panelists, can you answer that?
Yes, BCom is accepted to do masters here in Saudi Arabia. Most of the universities do accept BCom.
Oh,
unless they have a criteria for 4-year bachelor courses.
Okay. Next, we have, is there a specific test for the merit-based scholarship?
Hi.
I think this is addressed to Faisal. Merit-based scholarship does not have any specific tests. It's the same thing: Tahsili, Qudrat, high school certificate, and SAT.
Okay. Okay, sure. I'm a homeschool student. Will I be accepted? I've done my IGC and doing A-levels. Will be finishing by May. So she's not mentioned the course, about any particular course. This question is from Aisha Shajal. I'll let you unmute yourself and you can ask your question. Tech team, can you mute Aisha Shajal? Is Aisha still here? Okay.
Assalamualaikum.
Well,
it's for medicine in Al-Faisal University, and in Batterjee University, it's for medicine and occupational therapy. And for Dar Al-Hekma, it's for bachelor's of science for the speech language. I just want to know if these three accept home squares, because when I inquired before, they said a year ago they didn't accept. So I'm not sure if the policy's changed right now.
For medicine in Al-Faisal, you'll have to check that with the student affairs.
Okay.
And for Dar Al-Hekma, you can check with the admissions about the procedure.
Regarding Batterjee, recently I had a similar question and I cross-checked with the admission. So it's for sure you're accepted. Even if you have homeschooling done, it's fine. You just need to submit your high school transcript. And that's all. The most important thing is your high school transcript should include biology, physics, and chemistry, the three
Yes,
sciences.
bio, physics, chemistry is there.
Yeah, that's
and
all.
English. Okay.
That's all
thank
you need. You're most welcome.
Okay, next question is for a panelist from Al Faisal. Does Al Faisal University offer loan for the students? And if yes, can a student be able to pay it afterwards?
So I did ask the student affairs for student loans, and there's no inside student loans offered as of now. But I do not know if there's any external student loans offered. I'm not really sure about that. If you want me to get information about it, I can and get back to you for it.
Okay, so to most of the questions asked here, either about the courses available at the university and about the fee structure, please refer the slides of our panelists, because this is already given in the slides. The links are also provided. All you have to do is just go there and click the link, and you will find all the courses available and the fee structure. So none of those questions will be entertained at the moment due to time constraint. And also about PhD courses, we do not, we'll be having another session for PhD courses later, because none of our panelists are currently prepared for answering any questions related to PhD courses. Is there any PG admissions for BDS? PG admissions for BDS? BDS, you mean the dental course, because that's already bachelor's in dental science. So how, or are you asking for after BDS? Afra, I'll let you unmute and ask your question. Okay, looks like she's not here, so we will move on. Cost for medicine courses, that's already provided. Okay, I want to ask which universities are there for arts stream. So universities that provide arts courses. Any of our panelists?
I think Ifat University does.
Yeah, and also can they elaborate what kind of the category of arts they're looking for?
Question was from Rida Ahmed. Rida Ahmed, if you're here in the meeting, please unmute yourself.
Yes, hello, assalamu alaikum. So I actually wanted to do BA nutrition as my optional subject of some science, or I wanted to do BA interior designing.
I couldn't understand the other category, but the first one, I believe you can find it in IFCO.
Also, Dar Al-Hekma offers bachelor's in interior design.
Sorry?
Dar Al-Hekma offers bachelor's in interior design.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, looks like we have a few repetitive questions here in the chat box. Now we'll give 5 more minutes for the ones who have raised their hands. I'll be unmuting you one by one. Dua, can you please ask your question?
Yeah, hi, assalamu alaikum. Hello.
Yeah, you can ask your question.
My main question is to all the panelists. Most of the undergraduate programs, they ask for the IELTS, TOEFL, and I think one more exam. So out of these, which ones would you recommend based on your exam experience out of IELTS, TOEFL, and the ones whoever are pursuing the undergraduate studies?
Okay, so I'll answer for Al Faisal, and I know that this is applicable to some other universities as well. In Al Faisal, if you haven't given IELTS or TOEFL, which is required, if you haven't given those, the university will give you an in-university exam, which is way easier than IELTS and TOEFL, and that is perfectly acceptable.
I hope that clears the question. Next, we have Sayeda Zehra.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My question is, I'm currently in 11th standard in IST. My subjects are physics, chemistry, biology, psychology, and English. Can I pursue computer engineering in KFUPM?
Can you just repeat the courses you are taking in your 11th grade?
Physics, chemistry, biology, psychology, and English.
No, unfortunately not. You will have to have a major in computer science in your 11th and 12th to get an admission in computer science and KFUPM, basically.
Oh, okay. So what all courses can I pursue with psychology? I also have biology.
You can apply for biomedical engineering or
Biomedical.
bioengineering. Yes, they have recently started bachelor's and master's for bioengineering.
Oh, bioengineering.
So
Okay.
that's the option. That's the only option right now.
Okay, so are you giving seats for expatriate girls in your university?
Yeah, actually, I forgot to mention this. Like, there is no separate criteria for men's and males and females.
Okay.
Like, there is no separate quota for females. You can apply if you are eligible. They will admit you.
Okay. If I have any further doubts, how can I contact you?
I think the admin can answer that.
Yes. Yeah, sure. As we already mentioned, we'll post our WhatsApp link once again before we end the session. You can join the WhatsApp group, and all our panelists will be present there, and their slides and links will be shared as well. Any
Okay.
doubts you can ask in the group. At the moment, the group is allowed only for admins. Once we end the session, we'll let you all ask your questions. We'll enable that feature.
All right, my last question. Sorry if I'm disturbing you. Is there any guidance counselor in KFUPM? And how can I contact the guidance counselor in KFUPM?
I'm not sure about that, but I will let you know about it.
Okay, thank you.
This will be our last question from Mr. Mohammed Amiruddin.
Yeah, hi, assalamu alaikum. Hello?
Yes, sure, sir. You go ahead and ask.
Basically, I have one question for Amin and the other one for Akmala, moderator you. Firstly, I'll address my question to Amin. I have my daughter who is currently doing her 12th grade, writing her examinations now. She'll be appearing for Qiyas and Tehsili also. And now that you just mentioned, because the lady just now, she was asking about the admission criteria. So do KFU, I'm saying the, let's say she has cleared, Qiyas and this Tehsili. So the requirement is only Qiyas and Tehsili for the KFU computer sciences in KFUPM?
Yes, or you can write SAT, SAT. And yeah, that's the only entry criteria to get admission in KFUPM.
How much is the SAT? Because she has written already SAT. Now SAT, she has scored around 1400. So
yes, I think she's in a safe zone. I think the cutoff is 1300.
Okay, how many seats are there? I mean, in the computer sciences, how much KFUPM offer the?
I'm not sure about the bachelor's, but as I've said, now the university started accepting female students as well. So
for the undergrad,
now previously there used to be a separate quota for females, like they only used to accept 10%, if I'm not wrong, but now it has increased to 50%. So it's pretty competitive, and the ones deserving will get admitted.
Yeah, she has been around 90% student. So now I think, do that also be considered in the admission process? I mean,
yes, it will be considered, but as far as I know, mostly Saudi locals will be given preference over the expats.
All right.
For bachelors.
Thank you so
but
much.
But still, you may apply for it. Depends
sure.
upon her
Now
performance.
that's the objective here, basically, because she has been studying all through her career here in this schools here, and looking forward to join in KFUPM undergrad for computer sciences. So let's see, inshallah. Yeah. So one question for Akmala, for you, moderator. Why don't we have somebody from Prince Sultan University in this panel? Because that is also one of the leading universities today here. Now, I also understand that there is King Saud University is also opening up for expatriate students here, for computer sciences and other courses. So I thought at least Prince Sultan would have been, if you guys have any info on that, that will be really helpful.
All right, so we'll take note of your suggestion, and we'll definitely have this like a part 2 of this session, and we'll have more panelists from other universities in KSA. At the moment, due to time constraint, we had to keep it to 6 panelists. So, and if again, if we have anyone from the above mentioned 2 universities in our directory, we'll definitely help you get in touch with them.
Great. Thank you so much, Atul. Thank you.
No worries. And unfortunately, we have to wind this up right now because we've n number of questions in the chat box, and quite a lot of you have raised your hands, but we cannot answer all of you. So I suggest you all post your questions on the chat box, on the WhatsApp group. I'll be sharing the link once again before we end the session. So I hope you've been able to get the best out of this. And again, I would like to thank a few of our support team members, Mr. Ruman and Bahija, who've been a part of this panel discussion to help our panelists answer the questions. And over to you, MC.
Thank you, Akmala. I think that went over a lot of the general questions that people had about our panelists' presentations. So before we wrap up, just to thank everyone that has been here and has contributed to this presentation, I just want to invite Reem to the center stage for the vote of thanks.
Hello, can everybody hear me?
Yep.
All right. Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening to all. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. Let me first of all start by giving glory to the Almighty for making today's occasion a resounding success. First and foremost, my heart fills with lots of gratitude and respect for our distinguished guest speakers, our panelists, Ms. Zainab Ghazi, Ms. Shama Salim, Ms. Zainab Abdullah, Ms. Zainab Mubin, Ms. Husna Irfan, and Mr. Amal Amin for not only sparing our invaluable time for us to grace this occasion, but also for enlightening us with your commendable talk on the subject. Thanks to all of you. Next, my heartfelt thanks to our Q&A team members as well. Roman Ahmed, Shifa Khwaja, Amina Mohammed, and Bahija for clearing our concepts and enhancing our understanding pertaining to the higher education in KSA. Next, I thank Wasim Irshad for the absolutely wonderful job he did today as our MC. Your contribution played a significant role in making the event a success, and we couldn't have done it without you. We are grateful to our CG International Career Coordinator, Mr. Naushad Sir, and CG International Chairman, Mr. Abdul Majid Sir. Your able guidance has always encouraged us. I thank them for their kindness, their interest, their hospitality, and continued support from the start till now. I also thank our CG visionary leaders, various chapter chairmen, CWC leaders, and other CG officials for your presence in this event. I would also like to add my words of gratitude to our moderator, Akmala Mahmoud Baiju, for sharing your, just a second. All right, for sharing your sorry, I'm really sorry. So I would like to add my words of gratitude to our moderator, Akmala Mohammed Baiju, for facilitating the Q&A session. And thank you, Rida Munib, for the incredible work you have done to make the flyers and design. Your creativity, attention to detail, and commitment to excellence are truly inspiring. I also thank our tech support team for having our ceremony conducted smoothly and in order. Last but not the least, I thank my team members and all the attendees for your cooperation in making this event a resounding success. Once again, I thank you all for your attention. Assalamu alaikum.
Perfect. And I'm sure we all thank you, Reem, for that vote of thanks. And just before we end up, just to commemorate and thank all our panelists, I would like to thank Shama Salim, Zainab Shoaib, Amal Amin, Husna Irfan, Zainab Abdullah, and Zainab Mubin in recognition of your participation as a panelist in our study in KSA session on February 25th, 2024, today. Your expertise and insights greatly enriched the discussion and contributed to its success. Thank you so much for your invaluable contribution. All right, guys, that's all we have from us. My name is Wasim Irshad. If you guys have any kinds of questions about studying, especially we didn't cover a lot of commerce and business and economics in the session. So if you guys have any questions, I'm right here. I'm a student here in Europe. So if you guys want to pursue your studies in Europe, please feel free to contact me. All the links, once again, will be sent by our team in the group chats for WhatsApp, for the PPT, where you can find it in the WhatsApp. All right, that's all from us. Thank you for joining and have a great day. Good luck with your futures, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Wasim. Thank you, Akmala, and everyone else. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Wait, guys, please have a pic. Our panelists, our moderator, MC, please, you all stay back and have a pic of you all.
Yeah, the panelists and our crew, can we all just stay back and click a picture? Others can leave. Only our panelists and the crew, that is Wasim, Bahija, Reem, and myself. Yeah.
Akmala, is it better to just create a new Zoom meeting maybe? Because we kind of have to leave. We have to wait for 85 people to leave. So maybe it's faster to just share the link to 6 people, maybe.
True. Wait. Have you got to go somewhere?
I do think the WhatsApp link is working. You guys can check it.
Yeah, the WhatsApp link is working. We've already.
Whoever said it's not, please try again.
Yeah.
You will see the people coming into the WhatsApp group. So it should be working, guys.
We have around 350 participants already, so which means it is working. So.
Is there a maximum cap for WhatsApp group members?
What is it?
Is there a maximum number of people that can join the WhatsApp group?
Maybe, but I don't think that's 300. Check. Okay, our crew and the panelists, can you just switch on your camera? We'll just spotlight and take a picture because we cannot wait for everyone to leave. So. We have all our panelists.
Are we good, Akmala? Or you're muted, by the way.
Wait, I'm spotlighting everyone. Just give me 2 more minutes and...
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. This is going to take a few seconds. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the presentation. Thank you for being here, by the way.
Thank you so much to our panelists, actually. Thank you for being a part of us, helping us out with this. And I hope everyone who attended today's session got really good takeaways. Yeah, where is Reem? Reem?
I think she left as well.
He left?
Yeah, I think so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is Shama and Zainab and Shama?
Akbara, you can't see me?
Yeah.
Are you here?
Yeah. I think all the panelists are here except for Shama. Could be.
Okay, Shama, Zainab. No, both the Zainab. Okay, both here. Okay, sorry. I am sorry. Really sorry.
A lot of Zainabs.
Yeah. Okay, they're all here. I think there's a limit how many can fit in this screen, maybe. Yes. And Shama, I think she left because of her internet issue. But anyway,
Can I stop recording?
yes.